we're inspecting power lines for the power company, and we have a waiver to be out here. We're supposed to be here. And he said, well, if that thing goes back up in the air, I'm going to shoot it down with a 12 gauge. We've got about 10 miles to do.
So it's 10 miles is $120 a mile, right?
Well, basically, some of it's $200 a mile, some of it's $120 a mile, and like this stuff here that we're on this line here, the higher voltage, the more dense the poles, the more pay you're gonna get.
Okay, before we get started with this video, just a couple of disclaimers. First things first, I'm not the one actually inspecting these poles. I'm out here with Brian from Smoky Mountain Aerial, who is an actual 107 certified pilot. I'm under his direct supervision technically. I guess you can consider I'm a visual observer in a sense. But we're gonna be doing sort of a how you can make money with your drones, and actually he's making a lot of money with his drone. I'm not gonna really say how much, but it's something that is totally feasible. But I just wanted to get the understanding of the overall how gritty, how much work is actually involved with doing these real life inspections. Today we're inspecting power lines, and there's all different types of power lines I'm finding out. You have your residential power lines, and then we're actually under high voltage power lines right now. Totally safe though, I promise.
So right now, my first shot of the day shows that I'm over top of that exact pole at those longitude and latitude GPS coordinates. Now, the next 4 shots that I take will be of down lines and 45 degrees off the pole. There's no interference from that high voltage power line. That picture that I just snapped right there is a dead center shot at a 45-degree angle, actually 51 from that pole. Now, if I want to get my thermal, all I have to do is just come back and up. And right here's my thermal reference. And it automatically focuses whenever you hit the shutter button. So everything that's within the realm of this pole right here now has metadata embedded, and it also has a thermal image embedded so that every pixel can be depicted by a thermologist. 45 this way, so if you notice on this shot here, I'm actually going to pull back and I'm going to go back towards this tree, but I'm going to get my 45 from this angle. It's just several inches. That's part of it's similar to the RTK system. Now, when you get around cell phone towers and microwave towers and larger power lines, you do need the RTK system, so that way you can get pinpoint accuracy. And you can see that my grid lines are actually pretty much hovering right around the corner edge of this pole and this isolator right here. So, like I said, they autofocus, so when I go to fire, I'm going to take that picture. And when you hear that shutter twice, what you're actually hearing is you're actually hearing the thermal image camera firing along with the RGB camera.
Gotcha.
So that's my first shot. So we're in Central Florida inspecting power lines. The temperature today is about 103 degrees. One of the great things about working with DJI out here on the side of the road is when you get too hot, you got your wick on, but you also have a fan. So whenever you have your UAV hovering over top of that and you take your thermal will actually reveal if there's any issues with the growth that's on the line, if there's any kind of connections up there. And in your isolator runs across the line and there's a jumper wire. They'll actually look at the heat signature in what they call radiometric. And that'll show them in every pixel where the heat's actually at in that line, and if there's any type of issues that need to be repaired.
But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, just sort of like trailing along with him. Thank you, Brian, for letting me come out and just sort of see how all of this is done. I've never done anything commercially, but definitely interested to see it, because I am going to be taking my 107 here really soon, so I want to see the whole process and what goes into it and what you could do if you do have that license. I got to give that back to you. That's not mine.
This has definitely got to be in the pocket at all times.
Exactly.
While you're out here.
Well, let's get some flying in, man.
Sounds great. First, we got to drink some Gatorade.
Yeah.
We all live on time we borrow, time our children to us lend. Here today, but gone tomorrow, like a spark.
I think some music, like some of that, like woo, like you had in that one, just kind of like coming around while I'm getting ready to launch this thing. I think that one.
All our lives if all is right, and we all need of mothers when the day is dark as night, and the drums of